Hi everybody, it's time for our bedtime stories. So last week we read a story about Jesus's day off and about how we're overwhelmed and we have so much to do all the time. And so did Jesus, and even he needed a day off. Well, today I'm not in my living room, I'm not at my house. Today I'm back at church and I'm in what is the nursery. And if you come here to Pilgrim, you've played in here before. You can see some of the toys behind me. And this is our puppet area. So if you get online and do the lesson, you'll see we had a puppet lesson today with Deborah and a friend of Deborah's. And Deborah was important in the Bible. So today I'm going to read a story. And I don't have my other friends. I don't have Chi-Chi or Poppy. But I have this little dog friend, and he's going to read what I really wanted to find. And I don't have a stuffed animal of. It's a raccoon. I love raccoons. I love the little blacks of their eyes. It looks like they're wearing a little mask, which is perfect at this time of year for Halloween. I don't know if you know what you're going to be for Halloween yet. I know we all wear masks now all the time, so I'm going to dress up as something, and I might decorate my mask too. I probably won't go trick-or-treating, but I still like to dress up. So today's book is called The Kissing Hand. This is one of my all-time favorite books. And it's going to connect with these hearts. If you've ever been in the sanctuary of our church, the sanctuary is where we have all of the services and where Pastor John and Pastor Diane preach. And you will sometimes open a hymnal or a Bible, and this heart may flutter out and fall. And on this heart is "You Are Loved." And our youth group has put these in all of these different places to remind us all that we're loved. And I think that right now, sometimes we just need to hear we are loved because there's an awful lot going on. So I'm going to read you about The Kissing Hand, and it is by Audrey Penn. So this is one of the best books. I love it. And if you look at the illustrations, you can see they have all kinds of little creatures. They have rabbits and possums. The possums hanging upside down look really funny. And then you can see it's the birds and the raccoon looking at the bird and the beautiful butterflies. So this is Chester Raccoon. And Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Obviously, Chester has never been during a pandemic because we're all at home now. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." Poor Chester, he's just scared. I like this squirrel. I think I've seen that squirrel in my yard before. "You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." Now, why would a raccoon go to school at night? Well, did you know raccoons are nocturnal? Do you know what nocturnal means? Nocturnal means you stay up all night and you sleep all day. Wouldn't that be weird? I don't know if I could sleep in the daylight. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called The Kissing Hand." "The Kissing Hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Look how sweet. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now do be careful not to lose it, she teased him, but don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. Look at that. He's playing with things. He's having a great time. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. It's a pretty school, isn't it? Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Look at all his fun friends. He's got some foxes and a skunk and bunnies and a deer and a frog. He's got all kinds of friends. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. I like the teacher. The hoot owl looks very wise. And there they all are taking their lessons. The frog, the fox, the raccoon, the possums, the birds, the deer, everybody listening to the owl. And there is the poem that says, I love you. So next time you get to come into church, look inside in the hymnals for the You Are Loved symbol. And remember, no matter where you are and what you do, that you are loved. Even if you're Chester the raccoon or if you're Angie today. So everyone have a great week. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and I hope I get to see you